Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, it's the Mark of the Beast. Lucifer in a Haze is an 8.4% double New England style IPA from 18th Street Brewery in Hammond, Indiana. Ever since I tried King Reaper last year, I've been thinking about what my next review from 18th Street Brewery would be, and here it is. It's Lucifer in a Haze. So let's take a look at the label, but first I'd like to thank my executive producers, Ryan Berry, Eric Latowski, Brian Kramer, Zach, and Cam Freeman for helping to bring this review to you today. If you'd like to become a producer, help with the channel, or maybe just buy me a beer, take a look at my Patreon at patreon.com/draft_therapy, where you can get early access to these videos, exclusive patron-only live streams, and a few other special perks available only to patrons. So, let's take a look at the can here. This is a really cool one. This one caught my eye instantly on the shelf. 18th Street Brewery has been putting out beers here in Michigan, at least in southeast lower Michigan. They have been just new beers constantly. So this one, again, when I saw it, it really kind of jumped out at me. It almost looks like a bull head, but 3 eyes on it. It's red, flaming, has the horns, has the claws coming out of like a cloud of smoke. It says 18th Street Brewery, Lucifer in a Haze, double dry hopped, double India Pale Ale, 16 fluid ounces across the top. Of course, it says 18th Street Brewery. If we turn it to the side, it basically just says brewed and canned by 18th Street Brewery in Hammond, Indiana. Looking at the spine, you get to see the spine of the label, that is. You get to see the 18th Street Brewery logo, which is a skull with 4 eyeballs with 18 tick marks knocked off of it. And this is 1 pint. This beer was $3.59 for a single. I bought a single. And this was canned on December 23rd, so right at the end of last year. It's the end of February right now as I'm recording this. 2 months I don't feel like is too long of a stretch of time. So I felt pretty okay about kind of reviewing this beer, being that it was, 2 months old, but that should be just fine. Especially, if it was 4 months old, then I might say, let's try something else. But let's go ahead and crack this. We'll put a nose on the can. It has a nice hiss of carbonation when you crack it. Let's put a nose on it. Getting a bit of a mango kind of aroma. Maybe a little bit of a tropical. Let's go ahead and pour this. Got my IPA glass here. Coming out pretty hazy out of the can itself. I'm just going to pour it right down the center there. Let it just kind of bubble up. I just can't get over it. Their 18th Street Brewery's can design, I love their logo itself, the skull logo, but their cans are on point. I mean, every time I see one of their cans on the shelf, it makes me want to check it out. So looking at this, we got I'd say about 2 to 2.5 fingers of head on this glass. This glass, the IPA glass, the Spiegeloo IPA glass is really just notorious to me, for just producing crazy amounts of head, which is good because you want to churn up all that gas that's stored in the beer. And again, about 2.5 fingers worth of head, really nice white head, not, maybe a little bit shading towards orange in a bit. Let's hold it up to the light here. I've moved my lights around, so you may notice that I'm holding it in a different spot. It is very hazy, very orange on the top part of this glass. The bottom is a little bit thinner, so it starts to kind of mellow out the color. It comes to a little bit more of a true yellow, true kind of blonde color. Let's go ahead and put a nose on it. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more of a citrus kind of vibe than I was getting off the can, and that's why I sniff both, right? That's why can sniffer here. Self-admitted can sniffer. You sometimes do get different aromas. Let's enough with the aroma. Let's try it out. Cheers. It's got a pretty bright flavor. It's got the mouthfeel's not quite as pillowy or soft as I would expect from a New England style IPA. This is a double New England style IPA. And so it's not, the mouthfeel's a little bit lighter than, I'm trying to look for an ABV here, and I don't think I see it on the actual can itself. I know I said it in the intro. I want to say it was like around 8.4%. Anyways, regardless of that, the mouthfeel is a little bit on the more medium side. It's not so much of what I would expect to get out of a true New England style IPA, or something where, you're really expecting more of a soft kind of mouthfeel. I'm not getting that so much on this. It seems just a little bit more like a medium mouthfeel. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's not, you know, like an M43 or something like that. You get a little bit more of a softer mouthfeel. With this one, it's a little bit more of a medium mouthfeel. The flavor, now let's get to the flavor. I've been talking for like a minute about mouthfeel. The flavor itself, I said I was getting mango on the nose, but I'm getting on the flavor, it's really like orange through and through. And it's a big, bright flavor profile, orange flavor profile at the beginning, at the upfront. As it kind of subsides a little bit, there's a little bit of I want to say a real slight bitterness that comes through, but it's very smooth. It doesn't have a lot of bitterness. I'm almost like grasping to get to that bitterness, but it's more of a citrus orange peel kind of bitterness. Yeah, and there's a bit of maybe a bit of a sweet kind of pineapple in there as well. But if I were to just sum this beer up in one word, and again, not a negative kind of connotation there, orange. Like, that's the big flavor I get. I get a big kind of orange juicy flavor. It's very juicy. I get an orange juicy kind of flavor on it. And as it kind of subsides and the air hits my tongue, goes over my taste buds and kind of oxidizes maybe a little bit, aerates maybe is a better term. That flavor on my tongue, I get a little bit of a bitterness, and the bitterness that I get is a little bit more of like a orange peel kind of bitterness. But in its own right, very enjoyable. Again, maybe I'm getting a little bit of I almost feel like there's a bit of a lactose in this, but I didn't see anything. I didn't read too much into this. I try not to read too much into the beers before I review them. I like to just go by what's on the label. I don't think there's lactose in there. I think they would probably kind of, note that on the can. So I don't really think that there's lactose, but there's almost like a lactose kind of vibe that I'm getting out of this. And mostly on the aftertaste, there's like some kind of like almost artificial sweet kind of flavor in there, and I usually associate that with lactose, but again, I would think they put it on the can. But overall, if that isn't a factor for you, I still think this is pretty good. I like that it has such orange juiciness. I've been noticing a lot lately the kind of trending flavor for New England style IPAs have been mango, and the thing with mango is you need to do it right or it's too much. And I'm kind of relieved and maybe a little bit, I feel a little bit better about the whole thing because there's not a lot of mango, and mango has it's been mango this, mango that, mango this, and it's exciting to see something, a double New England style IPA in the whole category that isn't using mango. So I feel like mango is like the 2021 New England style IPA flavor of the year. And I have to say that Lucifer and Haze is not mango. I thought I got some of it on the nose, but it's more of orange, and I totally appreciate it for that, and I will still be looking for more from 18th Street Brewery. All right, friends, that has been Lucifer and a Haze from 18th Street Brewery in Hammond, Indiana. Have you gotten a chance to try this one? Do you have another favorite Indiana brewery that you think I should be checking out? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, if you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell, because I'm here talking about beer twice a week. 2 times, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's all for free for viewers just like you. All you got to do is subscribe. And the best part about it is, if you're subscribed and getting notifications, you'll never miss your newest favorite when it comes on the channel. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are. This one's in Hammond, Indiana. And until next time, don't forget to treat yourself to a little Draft Therapy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.